So, okay, wir sind live. Wir sind live. Well. Long time no see. Yeah, what happened last week? It's kind of a long time ago, so I pretty much forgot everything what I did last time. But yeah, I know. I started with the camera system, and I stopped somewhere in the middle. And today we are going to finish that. That's the only task we are going to do today, or that's the minimum we are going to do today, is finishing the camera system. So basically what I have been doing the last time is I set up the camera boxes. They communicate with the subsystem, the level camera subsystem, and the camera itself is subscribing to to both of these. Let us really quickly check. The camera is subscribing to both of them. So if the player enters and if the player leaves. So we know when a player enters some kind of box, and we know when he leaves the box again. And these boxes also have some setup. And the setup is the following: the detection box. So the camera system works in three parts: the subsystem, the detection box, and the camera. And the camera is listening to the subsystem, and the detection box is communicating to the subsystem. So if the detection box finds a player that is coming into a specific area, it will communicate some setup, and it will communicate to the subsystem, hey, the player has entered, and the camera will listen to this communication and will be informed by the subsystem, hey, the player has entered this subsystem. And then the camera can check the subsystem for how the dimensions are in which it's going to be following. This has, not only the dimensions, but also the setting, like if it's going to be following on the x-axis or on the y-axis or just static or whatsoever. The question is now, is that enough? So let us quickly open the stage. So what we have right now is something like this. This is the box where which the player has to touch in order to get followed by the camera. So when we have another box somewhere, maybe somewhere here. So what this will do is we will set this to x-axis, and this one we will set to y-axis, and then we will see what happens. These dimensions, we can keep it to 500 and 1000. Actually, I think these dimensions, we don't need them. We don't need them at all. So let us start with this. So now it's following. And then if I get here, it should override this and should only work to the top. So make this, okay. So, is this what I want? Maybe. Why did I add the dimensions? Do they add anything at all? I don't think they do. because once I touch this, then we want to move the camera to this new setup. And when I touch something new, then it will go to the new setup. So the dimensions are not at all relevant. So what we will do here is we will kick this out. We will kick this out because we don't need any dimensions. This can go full of dimensions, not needed at all. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, okay. Maybe it is, because what we want to do also is to stop the camera from following. But we can also do that with a box size, I think. Box components. And over here somewhere we can set up the box component and tell him, okay, you the extension, something like this. How's that called? Box component, box extend, box set box extend, and then we can vector, and then we can set it. We can set this to maybe 1000 times 500. Something like this. I think this was something like this, and this should. So then we can simply, I mean, this we don't need that anymore, or we can return get the box extend. Let's get this one. F vector. What we want is, I think, dot xy, xz. This is what we want. XYZ, okay. So let's get the whole thing, and we do this, and then it should work. Okay. So what should not work is follow nothing. I think we have here somewhere the camera, and then we get the follow dimensions. Follow. So where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? Okay, there we can go here. Say, okay, this is an F vector, not 2D. And then we can go in here and set this up. Okay. Dimensions. This doesn't make sense anymore. So what we want is this. Okay, so this should be working. there anything else? No. That's it. Okay. So let's run this. Let's take a look. Okay, it didn't. Box component. The reason is that I'm using this here, so I have to include components. Box components. Which. Hello, sir. Can you open this file? I think it was components, right? Components. I mean, I can just copy it from here. Yeah, components, box components. That should be working. I don't know why. Whatever. It should build. Looks better now? Nice, okay. It built, and now we have some box components. And we can go here, here, and we should be able to set this. Because now... Wait a second. What is happening? No. I think I want to delete this, man. Okay. Let's check this. Let's open the full. Ah, there it is. Okay. Now it looks better. Let's compile this and let's go back to the stage, and then we can see that this is absolute garbage. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. And when we go here, we will see that Y is 500 and Z is 50. It should be like that. Okay, so let's go back here and fix that real quick. Yeah, this makes no sense. And this can be 500. Okay, so now we can save this. And can run this, and it should be working. So we go back here, we'll open this local camera detection, whatever. Now it's fine. It should be fine, but it didn't update. Maybe I can just reopen. No. So we have to close this editor real quick and then reopen it. That's how Unreal works, unfortunately. But it is what it is. We have to get used to it. Because otherwise, this engine is great. But this really sucks. Now that looks better. Okay, so let's have a look at how these are set up. It looks perfect. Okay. So when we have something like this, we can have also, we go here into the box extent and set this to 1000, and this one can we set to 500. And then we also have something like this. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, we set this here, and then it should work, hopefully. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when we start the game. So the first thing, what is this? Check. X-axis, okay. Okay, so what this is doing is it is instantly yeah, it is instantly moving. So what I want to do here is maybe we will let us quickly check something. Okay. What we need here is we will check show collisions. What was that show? Show debug collisions. Oh. I don't see any collisions. Show debug. Okay, let's go back into the game. Wait, it's not showing any collisions. Hmm? Hmm? So what? The computer? Okay. Oh. Let us try something else. Okay. Let us try something else. Show debug system. Okay, for some reason. We will not see anything, but I think this is also way too big. So we will reduce this to 200 maybe and move it down here. So the problem is, or what are we trying to accomplish? That's the question. What are we trying to accomplish? I don't see any collision, I don't know why. Okay, this is not what I'm looking for. Show debug collision. Exactly. So, what are we trying to accomplish? What I want to do, first of all, let's move this back. Also move this back. That's not what I wanted to do. That's perfect. Okay. So, first things first, it should immediately check and out that I'm overlapping on start, which it is not right now. Why it is not? So the first thing that's not working is that when I start the stage, it is not automatically getting any collision information. So we have to go here and maybe because that's not here yet. Okay, let's close this engine, save it, let's set this debug and run this in debug mode. And then we will see if we will trigger overlap. And somewhere down the line it is cancelled. I think this one. But no, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. Okay. Maybe world, but I don't think that as well. Maybe it is. We will see. Okay, it's running, and then let's check. Oh no, it's not. It's not firing at all. Now it is firing. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, it's not firing. Why is it not firing? Do I have to set something here? Collision. Wait a second. Maybe that's it. Let's check. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Okay. If true, the actor will generate overlap begin events when spawned as a part of the level. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so what we have to do, I will set this right in the C++ file. B generate overlap events, something like this. X component B generate no, it's here actually. Generate. Nice. Okay. Let's close this again, or maybe it will update immediately. We don't know. Let's stop that. And let's restart the debug mode. Okay, so we fixed that. The next thing is, let's open Paint. We need Paint. Okay. So the next thing is, this looks horrible. They still don't have any kind of nothing. Perfect. Okay, so what we have right now. Can I make this black or something? What happened to the good old color picker or something like this? Perfect. Okay. Let's fill this. Okay. And now we can write. Okay, so what we have is we have three different or multiple different kinds of boxes. One is something like this, and this is the middle point. The other one is going to be something like this. That's horrible. So that's the middle point. And the third one is probably going to be a screen. So it could be all kinds of, all sort of width and height. So I will do something like that as well. Okay, for demonstration, I will also maybe at this stage, not like this, but whatever. Yeah. So when we enter from here, for instance, we want the camera to move here. If we enter from here, then we want to move the camera here. So this would be keep the y position, but go with the x position to the center of this. So we want the x position here, and here we want the y position, because we enter here, the camera is already on the right x position, but the y position might be wrong, so we want to move here. And then also just move like so. And in this case, we want to move like so. And only like this. X position. So what's with this one? I mean, if we enter from here, for instance, we want to stay static. This is the static one. Static. This is the static screen. This is vertical. And this one is horizontal. This one is static. So the static one is going to move in the x and y position, x and y position to this place, and then stick there until I touch something else, which would be maybe something in here. So for instance, this one is another horizontal, and if I touch this one, then it should go into this position again, like this one. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so let us do this for this one. So when I touch it, we will enter some kind of transition. Where is the camera? Here's the camera. Hutch and Butch camera. Yeah. So what we want here is we want some kind of camera state maybe. So we will create that. It will be in the .h file. So we will make another enum, or we can just go in here, do something like this, and we call this, wait a second, enum. Okay, we will call this camera state. Camera transition state. So it's a new enum. Oh, I could do this. Oh, that was what I was looking for. Yeah, but no, it's stupid. Unit 8, I think that's enough. And we will call the first one is transitioning, and the second one is not transitioning, something like this. or idle. This is used to set when the camera is busy transitioning to specific position. And the next one is gonna be, this is set when camera is not, let's see. Oh, no. Follow the x-axis of the camera while in the box bounce. So this will be the same here, just with y, and the next one is gonna be don't follow at all, and the last one is follow x and y axis while in the box bounce. I think it's also, I think it is also only doing that while in the box bounce. Unlocked, yeah, new location, okay. Yeah, it is, okay. Perfect. Okay, so where have I left off? So we have set the camera to have a new enum, and we will also set a protected property. View property. It is of type E transition E camera position. Like this. Transition state. And the default state is gonna be, it's gonna be idle. Okay, so it is gonna be blueprint only for now. And edit nowhere, I don't know. It's edit nowhere, I don't want it to be edited. Okay. So handle follow. So first of all, what we want to add is a new function, which will be of type void, and the function will be called start follow. Start follow, I think that's a good name. Start follow, okay. So we will call it start follow for now. And what I need is detection box. I need the detection box, and I need the player. But I think I don't need that. Oh, maybe I do. So I need the player and the detection box. Stop it. Okay. So let's create this function. Let's go to create definition. And in here, what we are going to do is set the follow state. What was it called? I think it was follow state, right? Transition state, something. Transition state is gonna be from Butch. Transition state is gonna be transitioning. Okay, we'll rename this function into not start follow, but transition to a new follow position setup. Transition to new follow setup. Okay, so this makes sense. So this will be transitioning, and then what we will do is we will animate to a specific position. Now, how are we going to do that? So first of all, what we will do here is in handle follow. Is this on tick or something? Handle follow, okay. So what we will do here is in handle follow if transition state is transitioning, then we will also return because we don't have to follow anywhere. So I think this is something I will ask ChatGPT. I get it here, Gemini maybe this time. Okay. So what's the question? The question is, how can I slowly move an object to a new position with a tuning animation movement within a C++ function? You can slowly move an object to a new position with tweening movement within C++ function by implementing a simple interpolation over time. Here's the breakdown of how the concept and basic concept. Okay, so we have the move to, target position, start position, movement duration, start time, in Unreal Engine. Fmap interpolates to, okay. I don't want to do this in tick. We'll then a function without tick. Slowly move an object to a new position with a tweening movement entirely within a single function column only. But with a significant caveat. The movement will happen instantaneously. No, I don't want that. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so I get it. Okay, I get it. What I need to do is if transition state is idle and do the up. So if here will follow transition handle. So what we need here is function and nothing else. So what I need is, if this is true, if it is not this state, then return. And what I also need is to make sure take a simple control rig. Let's ask for GPT as well. How between an actor to a specific position in Unreal. Let's see. Applet and actor. Oh, move component to F timeline. Move component to. This is an easy way to interpolate an actor's movement. Get the actor's root component. Use move component to move it to the target position over time. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, this makes sense. Maybe we'll need this. Let's check this out. Sounds interesting. Include library. And then we can go here, handle transition. No, maybe we don't need that at all. And something like this. System library. Move component to get root component, so, and then duration, don't ease in, don't stop on impact, keep rotation the same. Okay, into position. This method is simple but lacks complex easing or callback options. Okay. Timeline, this sounds better. Create a float curve asset in the editor or manually interpolate. Okay. Start the tween, then we have the curve floats. Tween timeline. Start the tween, start location. Progress function, find function, this on tween update, okay. Tween timeline, add interpolate float, curve float, progress function. Set timeline length 1 second. Play from start. Okay. How to use it? Okay. This is actually what I want. Move components. I think this one is fine. This one. It's a little more about the version. Declare necessary variables. Use timeline components to handle interpolation. Use curve floats to control easing. Optional but recommended. Starting position and target position. An update function that moves the actor. Okay. Okay, so what we need is update transition. So we don't need that either. We'll kill that. We'll also yes, okay. So what we need is F timeline. Perfect. So let's go here. Property. Timeline. Tween timeline. So F timeline needs something. Timeline component. No, I don't need that either. maybe. Property, loads, transition, curve flow, transition twin timeline. Components, timeline component. We'll go back here. We'll keep this. Because I think that should be enough. This should be enough, okay. Okay, it is not enough. What happens? Click this and then save. Okay, we have both of these. Then we have the start location, the end location. And then we have complete update. One trail. Let's change this. One transition between updates. And then report. Okay. So we have something like this here, and then we can go here. Close value. So what this is doing then is we need to do this a new function. It is already okay. So what this is doing is I don't need this. Start between target position. Start location and location. Okay, I get it. Okay. If curve floats position, curve floats, no PBR, then we will return. So if this is not set, then we will return. If it is set, go. We need two new things. F vector transition stop position. And the next one is transition and position. So what we will do here, target position. We'll copy this, go here, go back here, and move it here. So transition and position is gonna be target position. Transition stop position is gonna be get actor location. So we have these things. What's the next thing? Tween timeline, play from start. Timeline, position, timeline, play from start, and then what is this? Begin play, tween timeline is okay. That's okay. Transition curve loads, and then something like this maybe. Progress function. What is the progress function? What is the progress function? Progress function. Signature of a function to handle timeline float track. Okay. So why wouldn't this work? Find u function is, and then can mimic this. I do it like this. Find dynamic, and then there's user option. Function pointer to member function, usually in form. Okay. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Can we kick this guy? To kick this guy real quick, and then we can continue where we left off. Oh, how do I get to my stream? Perfect. Okay. Okay, so we bind the function, we have the progress function, and then we play from the start. Is this what we wanted? Timeline, tween timeline, okay. But where did we initialize the tween timeline? Set timeline length mode. Length mode, and then in here timeline mode, and then we will predictive intelligence. Okay, let's check what this is exactly before we accept this. Whether or not the timeline should be finished after the specified or the last keyframe in the tracks. Okay. Yeah, I think this doesn't make any big change. Can I clear this? Yeah. Add event, add interpolation, get play rate, get timeline length, as looping is playing. Play from start. Okay, let's see. Okay. I mean, we can try this. Why not? Let's see what happens. So, on transition tween update. So what we do here is we will set the location, right? Transitioning. I don't think we need this at all. So what we will do here is, oh, it is lerping as well. Okay. do it like this. Transition, start position, transition, position, and we have the value. So we set the active location to the new location until it's done. So when do I know that it's done? How can I bounce to finished? On tween finished. F on timeline event finished function. Set timeline finished function. Okay. Set timeline finished function. What we can do here is finished. Timeline finish. What was it called? On timeline event. If on timeline event finish function new binds transition to finished. So what we will check first is this one. It doesn't need anything. Perfect, so we can go here, can make a new U function, we can add, forgot to copy that. Do it like this, and then create the function, and when we are done, we will set this back to idle. On finished. Okay, so what we will do is we will log warning, and then in text we will add transitioning to I think it's %F %S and then value %F. Then we can Ciao. Ich komme dann auch bald. String and then also value. Over here we will just communicate image Transition. Okay. So the only thing we need to do, we'll keep this for now. I think we don't need that either. Like vector transition. The position is f vector get transition by detection box. Okay. Let's go back here. We will do this into the public vector. Perfect. And this will be of type exactly like this. So we will see if detection box dot, not dot like this, if follow get follow type is if it is following on the x-axis, so we will take a look. We will take a look at this graph again. So if it is following on the x-axis, then we want to transition to this position, which is the current camera X. It's not. It's the detection box X. So we can do detection. Wrong. Okay. In detection box. Vector location dot x plus in detection box box component get box bounding box. Detection box.h, and then we have the box component. we can get group function box component get box component. And then we can return box component. Oh, actually we have that already. We can get photo dimensions. We can use that. That sounds good. Get photo dimensions at x. Yeah. So this will be the x position, and the y position will be simply this one. Or actually, no, this will be vector location. This will be the current y of this. This shouldn't change. And yeah, the z1 should be. So if it is x, then it should move. But this is assuming I'm coming from right. What if I'm coming from left? This is assuming that I am coming from right. What if I am coming from left? So what if I'm coming from left? You know what? For now I will keep this simple and do it like this. So x and y will be the same and z will be the position. If it is the y-axis though, then z will be the same and x will be this one. And if, what do we have as well? We'll check if it is unlocked. If it is unlocked, then we do nothing. If it is static, we move to the center. So if it is static, then we move to the center, which should be both of the detection box. Perfect. And the last one. The last one is just stick with what you have. Return get actual location. Okay, so we will have this transition for the okay. What is happening now? Okay, I really have absolutely no idea if this is gonna work. So if he's going here, then transition start position is gonna be actor location. This is gonna be target position, and if is the same as the end position, then we will return as well and do nothing, and otherwise we will do this. Okay. The progress function, and then we bind the dynamic. Okay. I have absolutely no idea if this is gonna build. I have wrote a lot of code right now without checking. But let's see. Let's try. I think it's not gonna work, but we will see. There we are. There are our build errors. You cannot use the raw enum name as a type for member variables. Instead, use genum. Like this. We do have some issues. Non-standard syntax. Use and to create a pointer to member. Yeah, this makes sense. This is wrong what I did here. Let's fix those real quick and then let's try again. Oh, it's running. Okay. Okay. This is better than I thought. Unfortunately, our time is up, right? Almost up, like 5 more minutes. But let's see what we have done. Let's see what we have done here. So what I want to do is I will move this over here. Okay. So I will start, and when I move it to the left, it should be transitioning to the position, but it won't because I haven't set up any kind of curve float, which I'm gonna do here now. Float. Okay. Full blueprint editor, follow type. Where's my curve float? Floats, okay. View property. I think we must set this as what did he do here? Curve floats, edit anywhere, okay. So we have to do this, edit defaults only, and then I think that's enough. That's enough, and we will build this. I think this should be fine if we do it like this. We'll close this and wait a second until this is done. Perfect. Okay, then let's open this again. And let's. Okay, maybe we really do have to close this completely. It's defaults only. Transition curve float. Okay, perfect. So we will open this guy, and we will follow type, box components, transition, hello. I want to set the transition curve float. Do I have to set the category maybe? Let's close this again. Like so, okay. And let's rerun this. And we can also move this to the private sector. Okay, let's open this up again, and then Hutch and Butch detection box. Am I even on the right stage camera? Oh, I'm stupid. Stage camera. Oh, how's it called? Level camera detection box. Where did I set this one up? Camera actor base. Camera actor base. Like this. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. Perfect. So I want to make a new curve float. For this, we will go here. Show in folder view. Okay. And then we want to do a new curve float. Select. Curve loads. Camera transition. Okay. Add key. What we are going to do is we simply just move from A to B. Something like this. Okay. Can I set this that it's only 1 second long? Save this. Okay, there are no settings at all. Let's try this. Okay. So when I move this, I should be moving the camera up. Transitioning to with value 0. And he's doing that once and then nothing else. which makes no sense. Last keyframe, okay. Okay, so let's see, maybe I missed something. Here is setting the curve float. Here's binding the function. Here adds the interpolation, the progress function, which is also called start between, get the active location, start and play from start, and then this should be start. This should be working. Progress function. This is called only once. Start position and position. Play from start. Set timeline. Maybe I forgot this in 1 second. Let's take a look at this. Maybe setting length mode. Interpolate. The progress function is called only once. Likely means the F timeline is not ticking correctly. Here's the possible issues. Updates every frame. The timeline must be updated inside of the tick for it to progress. Oh, okay. For real, okay. You can play. Between update, start tween. Where's the tick function? There is no tick function here, so he's not doing it either. He's not doing it at all either. Tick timeline, okay. For real? Does this make sense? So if between position timeline, then and transition between timeline is playing, It's playing. Okay. So if it is playing, then tick. Okay, it is doing something. It was doing something. Yeah, that's crazy. The follow mode. I have to check the follow mode. So if it is follow type x-axis, then camera location X, camera location Z, and what is camera location? I don't get it. Okay. Don't know why it's locking then. Because this should be camera location. When I touch this, the camera should be moving to this position. I mean, it is doing something. But not what I want. Because then X location, which is fine, but the Y and Z location is not fine. Okay, let's see what happens here. We do get mesh transition, okay. Then it's idle. Until then, it is. Let's try this. What is changing? Give this another try. Actually, nothing is changing. Set actor location, stage camera. But yeah, that's also what I'm using here. So I'm setting the actor location to the new location, which is the start position, the end position, and value. So it is tweening between 0 and 1. And if we take a look at this, what is the start position? It's the actor location. And the end position is the target location. The target location is given to me in here, transition to position, and transition to position. It's getting it from here. So if it is follow x-axis, then we will get the actor location dot x, the actor location dot y, but let's see, the z location of the detection box, which would mean it will correct okay. So this is actually fine because it is doing something, it is going somewhere, but then it will jump, and then it will jump. The moment it jumps is when it's finished, and when it's finished, it jumps in here. Ah, because it's clamping. Is it because of this? I think it's because of this. It could be. Camera location Y, Z. Yeah. This is fine. This should be what's happening. Okay, so it is working, but it looks a bit weird. So we need to fix this the next time. Ah, okay. Okay. We need to call it a day. It's not as I thought it would be. It's not finished yet. But I think I have an idea. So what I actually want to do is I always want to move to either one of these positions, here or here. So when the player comes in from this place and he enters this one, then the camera should move from here, from here to here, and then it should stick in here. It should stick in here, and only in here, and only follow on x-axis until he touches this here, and then the camera is supposed to go here, and then only move like so until I touch here again, and then the camera should move back here. So actually that's not that complicated. So what I need is, we need to find out what's this. What's the max and what's the min? And what we have to do is to move to the max to the min based on where we enter. We can find that out by subtracting the positions. So if the player is right or if the player is left, and then correctly move in there, and then not pick the player position, but rather not pick the player position, or pick the player position. Why shouldn't we pick the player position? Yeah, because the player position is not in there. So what we want to pick is something in between in here in this box. But that is the player position actually. The player position.x should be somewhere in between those in that box. I need to give this another thought. Because when I enter here, the camera will move in here, and then it should stick to only this axis and only in here. But the question is, how do I find out by the player position where the camera should be in that axis? And I think that's basically X position. What is happening here? Why is it jumping? Let me check. Okay, because okay, I get it. Let me check. It's the first one. Let me check this one. I'm not sure why this is going down, to be honest. Let's move this a little bit down here. Let's decrease this a little. Okay, so let's see what happens. Because it wasn't. It wasn't moving. Actually, what we have to do here is not transition the camera, but the player. Like, move him into the new area, and the camera should follow the player still. Maybe we need to change that. So if I go here, then the player control should be turned off at all. That's true. And then, so the player should stop, and then the camera should move, the character should move after it, or both together, and then unlock again. Something like this. Okay. I think this is a good start. We need to continue on this tomorrow or the next days, and improve this so it works better than it is right now. Maybe we will need to have a look again at Megaman real quick. Always. So let's close this, save. Work in progress, cameras. Upload this, and while we are doing that, let's take a look at our Steam library over here. Why is this only working?
I strongly believe Albert.
Load game. Okay, let's have a look. Need this bomb guy. Blast Man. So what happens when I go over here? Okay, so the character is also moved. He's blocked and then it will move. Okay, controller's working now. For instance, when I go down, same. It's basically the same. Bro is crazy. Aye. Come on. Okay, friend zones, if I go here and... I'm charging and then go here, it's going to keep charging. Okay, but we have seen how it works. This is how it works. Yeah. Okay. We will continue where we left off next time. I think it won't be tomorrow, maybe on Saturday. Let's see, let's see. But for now, I will say goodbye and good night, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, then subscribe. It will be a great help to us. And if you want to learn anything, you can just write some comments and I will answer them if there is anything I can help with. So